people killed in a...
Now, the news with Steve McMurray and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve McMurray, in for Gary this morning.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And a lot to get to this morning, but we want to get a check of that forecast. And, you know, the weekend as a whole, not too bad. It was really pretty good. But then last night, those storms came in hot and heavy.
Yeah, lots of lightning and lots of rain in some of those spots, too. And things are continuing to quiet down right now. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at what's going on outside in Oneonta. And some patches of clear skies here and there. The storm activity is pretty much over and done with for the rest of this morning and the rest of today in general, as any rain showers expected lack the strength to produce some thunder and lightning. But we're still not out of the woods with rain chances just yet. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s across the area. It is damp this morning, and a live look at the radar. As you just see, we are not done with the rain just yet. Zooming out, a few more rounds of rain showers could push to the region as we head throughout today. And so as we expect throughout the next 12 to 18 hours, clouds this morning give way to spotty rain showers, temperatures in the 60s. But this will not be a common trend for the entire work week. We are looking at potentially some extended dry weather in that forecast. We'll talk about that straight ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. New this morning, emergency personnel responded to...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. The time now is 5:12 as we get you set as you head out the door for your commute on our Munson Commute Cast. And starting out, a look at those road conditions across the region. In fact, a nice sunrise taken on the traffic camera along I-90 in Herkimer and Mohawk. But for the rest of central New York, still some damp roads, but those downpours have ended, thunderstorms have ended, and this morning, not too much to impact your morning commute aside from some lingering low-level clouds in those higher elevations. And so I-90 eastbound and westbound, Route 5, 8, and 12, the arterial through Utica, looking okay as of this morning. Secondly, Route 5S, Route 49, no incidents to report at this point. And the only thing is heading south from I-90 to Cooperstown along Route 28, a little bit of a slowdown along that Route 28 section, the same location. Didn't see the road work, so we might look into this a little bit too, but regardless, a bit longer of a morning commute for that road as well, but that's pretty much the only changes expected early this morning. So, again, heading out the door, temperatures in the 50s to 60s, damp but relatively dry. We are tracking the arrival of a few spotty showers this afternoon, but again, no impacts, no severe storms expected, and overall not too bad of the weather for today. We are tracking what you can expect for the rest of the work week in that forecast straight ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks a lot. Well, the rain held off for the annual...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. Hope everyone had a great Memorial Day. Unfortunately, for some locations, we got some rain showers that may have hindered some plans. We did dry out in the evening, but then a few stronger storms rolled through overnight. Lots of lightning, but thankfully no damage again to report. Just a lot of bark with no bite storms. Downtown Utica, right now, cloudy skies, a little bit damp, but the activity, at least storm activity, is over and done with. We got temperatures in the 60s and a decent breeze from the west-southwest. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Although storm activity is coming to an end, we can't rule out just generic rain showers for the daytime today. Potentially a rumble of thunder or two by this afternoon as we expect some peaks of sunshine, but these temperatures are not favorable for thunderstorms, barely reaching the upper 60s by this afternoon. But overall today, it's going to be a damp start, a few passing showers by the evening, and chances for some light rain possible tomorrow as well, although a lot less widespread. And then by Thursday and Friday, we actually dry out with some sunshine moving in. Our best chance for sunny skies A recap of this past week, sunshine all throughout the day on Friday. But why have we been seeing a passing shower, then dry weather, then thunderstorms? Well, we've got low pressure way up north, and it's not producing a single front. It's multiple fronts and troughs that are basically ripples in the atmosphere. You notice along these lines, rain showers along each one of these. And this will be the case for today and tomorrow. A mix of some dry weather here and there, and then a passing shower round of rain. For example, our next chance of seeing any scattered showers that aren't just pop up here and there will be the overnight hours tonight. And so on our Skycast, as you can see here, pop-up shower here and there this afternoon. A mix of sun as well, so we could see a mixed bag of weather for today. But then the trough moves through. We're going to see clouds, potentially some light rain overnight, and then a passing shower tomorrow, generally south of the Mohawk Valley. But following that, we are expecting some dry weather to move in as we head into Thursday and Friday. And so, your 7-day forecast, well, we got some rain chances for today and tomorrow. Then we dry out Thursday and Friday, highs approaching the low 70s. No significant warm-up expected the next several days, but again, it's looking dry into Saturday. Rain chances increase Sunday and into Monday. We'll be right back.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. Hope everyone had a great Memorial Day. Unfortunately, for some locations, we got some rain showers that may have hindered some plans. We did dry out in the evening, but then a few stronger storms rolled through overnight. Lots of lightning, but thankfully no damage again to report. Just a lot of bark with no bite storms. Downtown Utica right now, cloudy skies, a little bit damp, but the activity, at least storm activity, is over and done with. We got temperatures in the 60s and a decent breeze from the west-southwest. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Although storm activity is coming to an end, we can't rule out just generic rain showers for the daytime today. Potentially a rumble of thunder or two by this afternoon as we expect some peaks of sunshine, but these temperatures are not favorable for thunderstorms, barely reaching the upper 60s by this afternoon. But overall today, it's going to be a damp start, a few passing showers by the evening, and chances for some light rain possible tomorrow as well, although a lot less widespread. And then by Thursday and Friday, we actually dry out with some sunshine moving in. Our best chance for sunny skies. A recap of this past week, sunshine all throughout the day on Friday. But why have we been seeing a passing shower, then dry weather, then thunderstorms? Well, we've got low pressure way up north, and it's not producing a single front. It's multiple fronts and troughs that are basically ripples in the atmosphere. You notice along these lines, rain showers along each one of these. And this will be the case for today and tomorrow. A mix of some dry weather here and there, and then a passing shower round of rain. For example, our next chance of seeing any scattered showers that aren't just pop up here and there will be the overnight hours tonight. And so on our Skycast, as you can see here, pop-up shower here and there this afternoon. A mix of sun as well, so we could see a mixed bag of weather for today. But then the trough moves through. We're going to see clouds, potentially some light rain overnight, and then a passing shower tomorrow, generally south of the Mohawk Valley. But following that, we are expecting some dry weather to move in as we head into Thursday and Friday. And so, your 7-day forecast, well, we got some rain chances for today and tomorrow. Then we dry out Thursday and Friday, highs approaching the low 70s. No significant warm-up expected the next several days, but again, it's looking dry into Saturday. Rain chances increase Sunday and into Monday. We'll be right back.
Right now.
Now, the news with Steve McMurray and meteorologist Eric Gage.
And good morning. Thank you for joining us this half hour. I'm Steve McMurray, in for Gary this Tuesday.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And you know, it's been a while, I think, since we had a Memorial Day weekend that had that much good weather. I mean, Friday was fantastic.
Yeah.
Saturday rained in the latter part of the day,
But the first half was great.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Sunday was probably a top 10 day we're going to get all year. And then I think we went into Monday thinking it was going to, potential for a washout, and it was pretty good to almost late afternoon. So we'll take it.
That's what we're thankful for. Early morning rain, and then the rain tapered off until the afternoon. And the worry was the thunderstorms.
Sure.
People outside with thunderstorms, but thankfully the thunderstorms hauled off until mainly overnight, but they were allowed. Now, how are the thunderstorms shaping up right now? Well, they're past us, and now we're taking a live look outside with just some lingering clouds, damp conditions, cool as well, and no thunderstorm risk expected this morning with temperatures in the 50s. And that's in Oneonta. In the Mohawk Valley, a little warmer, 62 degrees at Griffiths and Rome. And the radar, even though thunderstorms are out of the woods for this morning, we can't rule out some spotty showers that will arrive for the majority of the day today. It's going to be a mixed bag of some sun, a few clouds, a few spotty showers, as low pressure is still remaining pretty stubborn to our north. And so for today, again, a mixed bag of clouds, rain, temperatures in the low to mid 60s for this morning, and eventually to the mid upper 60s by this afternoon. And so we are tracking the arrival of some rain showers again tomorrow, but the overall trend is actually looking more dry as we approach the end of the work week. We'll talk about those rain chances in that full forecast straight ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. And remember, the forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, closing argument.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. The time now is 5:46 and we are continuing to track some damp conditions, but thankfully those thunderstorms are over and done with from the overnight hours. Take a live look at downtown Utica right now. Overcast skies, temperatures in the 50s and 60s across the region. And today is going to be an overall unsettled day. 60s with a light wind, humidity remaining on the damp side, and on the radar, can't rule out a stray shower this afternoon either. As you take a live look, areas out to the west, north, and west of Boonville, seeing some spotty light rain showers. And throughout the day today, we're going to be seeing mainly dry weather to start, and then potentially a few pop-up showers mixing in with some sun and clouds. And this afternoon, temperatures barely reaching the mid to upper 60s. So even if we could experience a rumble of thunder this afternoon, these showers and potentially a thunderstorm are not expected to be on the strong side. Rainfall, look, well, we have unsettled weather today, potentially some isolated showers tomorrow, but then we eventually dry out as we approach the end of the work week on Thursday and Friday. And same thing regarding cloud cover. A few breaks today, then more sunshine moves in Thursday, and lots of sunshine expected throughout the work week on Friday. And you're probably wondering, we're talking about rain, sun, and clouds. Why are we talking about a mixed bag of weather? Well, it's because we don't have a main driver of weather here locally. The actual low pressure is way up to the north, and it's sending rounds of rain showers through our region in what's called troughs, and those blue lines just indicate fronts. And this is going to continue to sweep through our area over the next several days. So not every day is going to be a complete washout, but rain chances are going to be there. And for example, today, starting out dry, a potential passing shower here and there. Then by this afternoon, same story. A mix of sun, a mix of clouds, a mix of rain, mixed bag of weather. Then by this evening, as I mentioned, one of those lines will pass through our region. It'll bring clouds and some light, more steady rain. And then following that, we dry out overnight. And then by tomorrow, we could see a return to some rain showers initially, primarily south of the Mohawk Valley, and then that will shift south once more. Temperatures climb into the 70s, and then we could experience some dry weather as we head into Thursday and Friday of this week. And so, your 7-day forecast, we've got 60s on tap for the next few days. It's not going to be a complete warm like we saw last week. 70s arrive Wednesday with sunshine. That sun looks to continue into the start of the weekend on Saturday. This could be our first completely dry Saturday if things still trend the way they are in the, I would say, past 2 months. It's been so rainy on every Saturday, even just rain chances in the evening. But again, we'll continue to see some rain chances arrive Sunday and Monday. Steve?
All right, yeah, and if we can string together 2 nice weekends in a row,
Yes.
that would be a great way
Fingers crossed
to
on that.
wrap up the spring and look ahead to summer. All right, thanks a lot, Eric. Well, now the search for suspects after...
News with Steve McMurray and meteorologist Eric Gage.
And good Tuesday morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve McMurray, in for Gary Liberatore this morning.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
A lot to get to this morning, but we want to get a check of the Storm Tracker 2 forecast. You know, we looked at this past weekend as we were going into the weekend. We knew Friday was going to be good. Saturday was going to be 50-50, which turned out to be closer to 70-30, I would say.
Yeah.
Sunday was probably one of the best days of the year, if not the best day of the year. And even yesterday wasn't a washout. We did pretty well.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
Sure.
Yeah, just the rain later in the evening Saturday, beautiful Sunday. And, I mean, the morning was good for parades. We were worried about the thunderstorms that were going to be arriving in the afternoon. And thankfully, not a lot of lightning.
Right.
Some stronger winds. It was a windy day yesterday.
very much so.
But then we had some stronger lightning shows overnight.
Oh, yeah.
And the big question right now is, are we going to expect more of that today? Well, no big lightning shows expected this morning. In fact, taking a live look outside, we have a nice scene in the backdrop of Oneonta as the sun has risen over top of that low blanket of clouds in the distance. A very interesting shot right here with some lingering moisture and some fog in the distance. And temperature-wise this morning, upper 50s, low 60s, a little damp as well. And the radar not completely dry. We are tracking some spotty showers out in the west. And so what can you expect today? Well, it's going to be a mixed bag of weather. Some sunshine will peek out, a mix of some sun and clouds, some pop-up showers, potentially a rumble of thunder later on in the day as broad low pressure well north of us is going to drive a few rounds of rain showers into our region for the next 24 to 48 hours. And so for today, again, highs in the upper 60s, and with these cooler temperatures, we're not expecting anything in terms of strong storms today, but a rumble of thunder or two can't be ruled out this evening with a pop-up shower or thunderstorm. And so following today, we have good news regarding dry weather returning. We'll talk about that forecast straight ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. And don't forget Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. And also in the lower portion of your screen, the QR code. So you.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. The time now is 6:13 as we get you set for the day. Today we're taking a look at our Munson Commute Cast along with our traffic tracker as we look outside early this morning. I-90, the traffic camera right on Herkimer and Mohawk, witnessing that great sunrise facing out to the east. And besides that sunrise, a look at those roads, well, a bit damp, but no downpours expected early this morning compared to that lightning show we saw last night. And with that in mind, no accidents to report, no road closures to report. So we've got green across the board for I-90 and the arterial. Same thing for Route 5S and Route 49. Questions arising from the colors here. Yellow just means that stop and go traffic, which usually happens when you have red lights along the route. When roads usually do not have any red lights, they are indicated as green. Anytime there's any indication of some issues, it'll roughly be orange, red, or purple, meaning a road closure. But you can see here, Route 28, Route 12, green across the board. Drive times for both looking right around average. And so for this morning, heading out the door, temperatures in the 50s to 60s, a damp start with some morning clouds. And by this afternoon, can't rule out a passing shower, rumble of thunder, but nothing severe is expected. We are tracking a generally drying trend as we approach the rest of the work week into the first day of June. We have a look at that forecast straight ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric. Well, the rain held off yesterday for the annual.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. Hope everyone had a great Memorial Day, and the weather cooperated to start, then some afternoon rain showers. Thankfully, no rumbles of thunder and lightning, which was our main concern safety-wise for everyone outside. But regardless, the thunder and lightning made its delayed arrival overnight. A huge lightning show across the region. Now this morning, if you're wondering if that lightning show will continue, well, the good news is no impacts expected for your morning commute today, as we're dealing with some lingering clouds, damp conditions, temperatures in the 60s. Currently 62 at Griffiths and Rome, a little cooler in some spots, hovering in the upper 50s. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Most of us are starting out the morning dry. However, out to our west is where our next weather maker will arrive yet again. However, the forcing with this system will not be nearly as strong, but we're going to be tracking a few rounds of showers moving through our region over the next 24 to 48 hours. You can see here rain chances today and tomorrow, but the good news is that Thursday and Friday we will continue to dry out with sunshine moving in as well. A few breaks today, and the weather today is expected to be somewhat of a mixed bag of sunshine here and there, clouds here and there, and a pop-up shower, potentially a rumble of thunder here and there as well. Now, why is that? Well, we got low pressure way up to our north driving our weather system this morning, and this is bringing not only the storms we saw yesterday from that strong cold front, but also multiple additional rounds of rain showers, basically like waves in the ocean moving through our region. And so that's why those rain chances are going to be there for today. And so on our Skycast, starting out relatively dry, you can see here a mix of sunshine, a mix of rain showers, a mix of clouds for the afternoon into the evening. And then as we head throughout the overnight hours tonight, that ripple, as I just mentioned, moves to the region, bringing clouds, light rain throughout most of central New York. Then we do dry out, and then we could see potentially some showers pop up south of Route 20 and I-90 for tomorrow afternoon, but then that continues to push south and east, and we dry out for the remainder of the day tomorrow and for pretty much most of the rest of the work week. And so for today, spotty afternoon shower, temperatures in the 60s tonight, lingering rain, a low of 54. Your 7-day forecast, the final few days of May, shaping up on the cooler side. 60s approaching near 70 on Friday, so the final day of May starting out pretty pleasant with a 70 sunshine. Same thing for the first day of June on Saturday, a high of 75. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. Cleanup efforts are underway in Texas after the state was hit by severe storms over the weekend. Officials say 7 people died due to weather-related incidents, including falling trees. The National Weather Service has dispatched survey teams to Cook County and found extensive damage from both EF2 and EF3 tornadoes. And we come back, we'll have more news, but first a look at today's birthdays. If it is your birthday, happy birthday.
With Steve McMurray and meteorologist Eric Gage.
And good morning. Thank you for joining us this half hour. I'm Steve McMurray, in for Gary today.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And we had a top 10 day on Sunday. Honestly, the whole weekend as a whole, other than yesterday afternoon and a little bit time on Saturday, it's pretty good. But then overnight, quite the light show.
Yeah, very loud. And that was the second time I've ever woken up by thunderstorms. I feel like this year has been different with these overnight rumbles of thunder, lots of lightning. And the question is, will that stick around this morning? Well, a lot more dry to start out the day today. Let's take a live look outside right now. Well, it is not raining out. It is cloudy and damp. In fact, a very nice shot of that sun behind those lingering low-level clouds in Oneonta right now. Currently, Oneonta, 57 degrees, so in the upper 50s across central New York, upper 50s, low 60s, the general temperature trend so far. And we're not warming up by much today, with highs only in the mid to upper 60s. Now, a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Even though we're not expecting anything in terms of major lightning shows today, We're still not done with rain showers and potentially a rumble of thunder this afternoon as well, as we are looking at an approaching system from the west set to arrive later today. And so for today, it's going to be a mixed bag of sun, of clouds, and of some spotty showers and rumbles of thunder. Overall, pretty unsettled, but this won't be the story for the rest of the work week. We got potentially some unsettled weather tomorrow, but good news regarding dry weather as we head into the rest of the work week and in the first days of June. We'll talk about that forecast in the minutes ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, closing arguments set to be.
Welcome back. Following Memorial Day, I felt that this photo of the day was fitting, submitted in locations just outside of our local area at Central Square. And the reason why is pretty obvious. American flag, beautiful pharmacy in the background, some blue skies, and the rainbow to cap it all off. So amazing photo sent in by Ed Humphrey, again of Central Square. If you want to submit a photo like this one, send it to the link on top of your screen, wktv.com/weather/pics. And of course, include your name as well. We always want to make sure we give those of you who put in the work to send us a photo to get the credit you guys deserve. Now, to the radar this morning, well, it's relatively dry. However, out to the west, we're starting to see a few showers pop up here and there. And so for the daytime today, that's what we're expecting. A mix of some sun, clouds, and a few pop-up showers. The temperatures so far this morning in the 50s and 60s. And we're not warming up by much, only into the mid to upper 60s by this afternoon. But following that, we are looking at dry weather on the horizon. We'll talk about those chances straight ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. Now the search for suspects after a
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. Again, hope everyone had a great Memorial Day weekend. So far, things have been shaping up a bit damp and a bit cloudy, but we're dry for the most part, at least for the next few hours. A live look at downtown Utica, overcast skies, some clearing skies way out in the distance to the east, but right here locally, again, it's cloudy, overcast, 60s and 50s with some calm winds, so not too bad of a start for the day today. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We're not done with rain chances just yet, but we're not looking at any strong storms on the horizon between now and the rest of the afternoon, but rumbles of thunder can't be ruled out. More on that in just a few minutes. Regarding rain chances today, possible to likely, pretty much depending on location. These showers are going to be spotty in nature, not completely widespread. Then rain arrives overnight, a few spotty showers on Wednesday. Then tomorrow, or for Thursday and Friday, looking almost entirely dry. And regarding sunshine, well, increasing chances for sunshine as we approach the final days of May and to the first full day of June on Saturday. And so, bigger picture, radar and satellite, what are we talking about and why are we mentioning potential for some pop-up showers mixing in with sunshine and clouds? Well, the driver of this weather system isn't actually here locally. It's way up in Canada. But notice they've got these little legs. These are what are called fronts, or these orange lines, which are troughs. And they are bringing like whirlpool waves through parts of central New York. And so this doesn't mean a complete washout from sunrise to sunset, but these will basically lift the atmosphere enough to fire up a shower or storm. Then it'll weaken, then another wave will move through, potentially lift the air once more. And that's why we are seeing this generally unsettled pattern, but it's not completely rainy from sunrise to sunset, like for example yesterday. And so on our Skycast today, a mix of sun, a cloud here and there, and of course potential pop-up showers and storms by this afternoon, this evening. With the temperature still hovering in the 60s, there isn't a lot of fuel for these storms to work with, so we're not expecting anything major regarding intense lightning shows like we saw overnight. Then, by this evening and tonight, that wave I just mentioned in the bigger picture will sweep through, bringing some light rain and clouds, and temperatures still hovering in the 50s. And then by tomorrow, pop-up shower possibly south of Route 2990 for the most part. The areas north will look dry, and then by Wednesday evening, we are entering a dry stretch of weather. And so for today, a high of 68, a spotty afternoon shower. By tonight, a low of 54 with some lingering rain. Your 7-day forecast. No major heat like what we saw last week for the next few days. 60s and 70s, a little cooler, and sunshine on Friday for the final day of May. Sunshine for the first day of June on Saturday. Overall, pretty nice end of the work week. Steve?
All right, we will take it, Eric. Well, a lot of people take to the roads and skies over the summer.
Now, the news with Steve McMurray and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us this Tuesday morning. I'm Steve McMurray in for Gary.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And a lot to get to this morning, but we want to get right to your forecast so you can better plan your day.
And the forecast is calling for clouds, sunshine here and there, a few spotty showers. Nothing like what we saw last night. That was quite the lightning show, quite
Yes,
the
it was.
storms to wake me up.
No doubt.
Again, and in fact, let's take a look at what's going on outside right now, because we actually are looking at a pretty nice sunrise currently taking place in Oneonta. As you take a live look outside right there, yes, great shot in the skies out in the distance. And this is somewhat what we're going to be expecting for today. Clouds, sun, and with some of these clouds, potentially a pop-up shower with temperatures struggling to reach the mid to upper 60s. It's currently 63 in Rome right now. Highs expected to reach, again, the mid to upper 60s. Now, a live look at the Earth 4 battery, Storm Tracker 2, a live radar. Although it is dry right now, we are starting to see a few rain showers begin to move in from the west. And again, as you mentioned, we're not talking about any significant lightning show today, no severe storms expected, but some of these pop-up showers could have the potential of producing some thunder and lightning. Now, we'll talk a bit more about those chances coming up in a few minutes, but again, for today, mid to upper 60s for highs, a mix of sun, clouds, and rain. Overall, pretty unsettled day today. But this won't be the trend for the work week, as we are tracking some sunshine moving in for the second half of the week and potentially into the starting days of June. We'll talk a bit more about that straight ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, emergency personnel responded
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. The time now is 7:23, and after some overnight storms, things are quieting down with just some lingering damp conditions and clouds. A live look at downtown Utica right now, overcast skies over much of the region, and temperatures not too bad as well. Looking at upper 50s in some spots to as high as the low to mid 60s in others. And the temperatures today will also not warm up by much, only into the mid to upper 60s by this afternoon, but still a 63-degree start to your day today with a decent breeze from the west around 10 miles per hour. And although most of us are dry on the radar at this point, you can see out to the west some spotty showers can develop. And so today is looking generally unsettled, a mix of sun, clouds, and potentially a pop-up shower or two. Same thing for tomorrow, though a little bit less widespread. And then by Thursday and Friday, we'll actually dry out almost entirely with plenty of sunshine as well. Increasing chances for sunshine to wrap up the rest of the month of May and into the start of June. And so, bigger picture, we are seeing the end of a cold front. That cold front overnight produced those lightning shows and stronger storms, but we're still not done with rain chances just yet, because this low pressure way up above New York State, up in Canada, is bringing in some waves in the atmosphere, otherwise called fronts, or in this place, a trough, which is that orange line right there. And you can see how there's still multiple rounds expected to arrive, but following that, out to the west, we've got dry weather in place, but that won't arrive until late Wednesday and into Thursday. But for today, though, again, clouds to start, a mix of sun, clouds, and spotty showers throughout the afternoon. So mixed bag of weather for today, temperatures struggling to reach the upper 60s. Then by this evening, still looking at 60s, clouds, and then rain showers developing from that passage of that front during the overnight hours. And then a relatively dry start tomorrow, maybe a passing light shower. Then pop-up showers south of the Mohawk Valley initially by around 1 p.m. Then following that, things will dry out with sunshine moving in for the rest of the day and into the rest of the work week. And so for today, high 68, a spotty afternoon shower by tonight, a low of 54 with lingering rain. 7-day forecast heading into the final days of May and the first days of June, 70s with sunshine.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve McMurray in for Gary this noontime. Typical Central New York day out there. Might rain, might not, might be hot, might be cold. You name it. We saw a lot of it over the fantastic weekend, by the way. And I'm going to say that because every time we get a holiday weekend and it rains, you and Bill, and meteorologists alike somehow are the culprits. Well, today we had a pretty good weekend. So let's just, there you go.
Well, I mean, it could have been better for Memorial Day, but I mean, for now, we're going to deal with what we can right now, which is conditions of rain showers here and there, and temperatures not too bad in the 60s at this point.
So it's spring. It's still spring.
Still spring-like conditions out there. So let's take a look at what's going on out there right now. A live look on our satellite feed. Again, as Steve mentioned, a mixed bag of weather. So that means a mix of sun, a mix of clouds, and a mix of rain showers. We got some pop-up showers here and there on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. And this is part of a much larger system from the north, which is influencing our weather here locally. And that's the weather pretty much for today. You could see some sun, you could see some clouds, you could see a passing rain shower last for maybe a few minutes or so. So that's what we're expecting for the next 12 or so hours. By tonight, steadier rain arrives, but then as we approach the next few days, we could see an extended stretch of dry weather. We'll talk about those chances in that forecast straight ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, thanks. We'll check in with you shortly.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon and welcome back. Today is one of those days where you could pretty much expect everything. Clouds, sunshine, rain showers, but I will guarantee you we're not seeing any snow. Now, let's take a live look outside from our camera on the Nexus Center. Now, it was clouds to the east, but just to the west of Utica, some blue skies peeking out as well. So this is pretty much the story for today. Mid-60s, breezy conditions. Humidity slowly decreasing throughout the day, but regardless, it's going to be a damp one with spotty showers here and there. You can see, in fact, some of these rain showers only maybe half a mile to a mile wide. So if you do get caught in a rain shower today, it might last maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Then it'll come to an end. You could see some blue skies move right back in, and then a rain shower following it as well. So today's one of those days where Mother Nature can't quite make up her mind. But for today, again, possible rain showers. Same thing for tomorrow, although it is trending a little more dry in the evening. Following that, though, we're looking at completely dry conditions for Thursday and into Friday. And regarding sunshine chances, well, a few breaks in the overcast today, better chance for sunshine in the evening tomorrow, and even better chances for Thursday and into the final days of May for Thursday and Friday. But heading to our skycast, you can see here a few pop-up showers mixing in with some sunshine and some clouds. And this will linger for pretty much the entire day today, generally unsettled. And then following that, a frontal boundary moves through overnight tonight. And this will bring with it at least steadier cloud cover and steadier rain, which will continue into the overnight and into early tomorrow morning. Then things will start out dry and damp with potentially a spotty shower, but otherwise most of us are remaining rain-free. And then additional pop-up showers develop primarily south and east of Utica by tomorrow afternoon. And these will continue to shift more and more south and east. And then by around 5 or so p.m., we're looking at mainly dry weather with temperatures approaching near 70 and sunshine moving in. And so for today, a spotty afternoon shower, temperatures peaking in the upper 60s. By tonight, a low of 54 with some lingering rain. Your 7-day forecast. We got good news following this for the final few days of May, the first official day of June, which is on Saturday. 75 degrees with sunshine. I think it's a great start to the to next month. Overall, pretty nice conditions, and hopefully that rain holds off by Sunday and Monday of next weekend. If we get a full weekend of sunshine and dry weather, I mean, it's been several months of
two back-to-back weekends. But folks will tell you that you always have conversations. I remember a lot of wonderful Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but not.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, today's a nice Tuesday, but we're inside.
Exactly. So all right, well, let's see if that pans out. All right, Eric, we'll check in with you again shortly. We've been very fortunate because at least 23 people are dead from a tornado-spawning storm system that's ripping up other parts of the U.S. Now, after a rough morning commute in some states comes relief. Some people in the system's wake are grieving, however. Amy Kiley reports on the whole situation.
You might be able to hear it. The cleanup is underway here in Kentucky with millions of Americans across the country, sadly, again, waking up to jaw-dropping damage like this. This house is completely torn apart, and family tell us, believe it or not, a couple in their 90s rode out a tornado sitting on that bed after they couldn't make it down to their basement in time. Family also tells us that couple is okay, having survived this latest round of violent spring weather. Nationwide, over the Memorial Day weekend, we saw now, by our count, more than 70 reported tornadoes across close to 15 states. Nationwide, the death toll now at least 24 people killed, 5 here in Kentucky alone. And that's according to the state's governor, who said one reported twister was on the ground for, they believe, close to 40 miles at one point. We also saw severe damage in other states across the plains, like Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. The White House confirming overnight President Biden has already promised federal aid to the governors of those states. And of course, we know this has been an exceptionally violent spring, and this morning the numbers really highlight that. Year to date, we've had now more than 1,000 reported tornadoes across the country, making 2024 the second busiest start to a year for tornadoes ever recorded. Maggie Vespa, NBC News, Dawson Springs, Kentucky.
Turning now to the Memorial Day weekend. Good afternoon, and once again, thank you for joining us. I'm Steve McMurray, in for Gary this noon.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
So, question, food truck rodeo's going on, and what the truck is tonight down in North Utica. So what's that look like?
Well, if those of you heading out to what the truck, it's going to be, well, cooler 60s and dodging a rain shower or two. So not the best. Yeah, bring the umbrella, but it won't be too bad. Matter of fact, that official forecast, we're calling for a mix of sun and clouds, and then rain showers are coming more steady closer to the late evening between 8 p.m. onward. So if you want to go there, maybe go there a little bit earlier, as those rain chances are not nearly as high. But still, as Steve mentioned, keep that umbrella handy just in case. And today, the very definition of a mixed bag. We've got clouds, we've got sunshine, we've got rain. And some locations in those yellows indicating heavier rainfall rates, but they're only a few miles wide. Take a look at how small some of these spots of rain showers are. These are popcorn in nature, and will continue for most of this afternoon as we are tracking low pressure sweeping south, bringing in some of these spotty showers. And so for the next 12 hours, again, you could see a spotty shower, sunshine mix in, and then see a rain shower again this evening. But regardless, by tonight, steadier rain moves in and lingers in the overnight hours. Now, following that, we do have some great news regarding dry weather. We'll let you know exactly when it arrives and how long it lasts in that forecast straight ahead. Steve?
All right, Eric, and in case you missed it,
the WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon and welcome back. If you just saw the Cafe Tower camera, it was the shot of downtown Utica, but in the distance there was a rain shower. And these rain showers only a few miles wide, and these will arrive, produce rain for maybe 15-20 minutes, then come to an end. As you take a live look at downtown Utica, some sunshine is mixing in as well. So overall, a pretty mixed bag of weather today here in central New York. And current conditions at 65 degrees with mostly cloudy skies, a bit breezy, and also a little damp out there. However, the humidity overall is continuing to decrease. And the radar, again, disorganized pop-up showers here and there. If you are working outside today or have any plans outside, you can go ahead and download that Storm Tracker 2 weather app at the bottom of the screen right there. It'll give you a live radar that you can check. It also let you know of lightning strikes, although thunderstorm chances are pretty low for the afternoon today. Now, rain chances are still possible for today. Same thing for tomorrow, primarily south and east of Utica. But following tomorrow, we've got some nice weather as we head into Thursday and Friday. Dry weather moving in with better chances for sunshine as well. We got a few breaks in the overcast today, better chances for sunshine in the afternoon and evening tomorrow. But again, following that, more sunshine arrives Thursday and into the final day of May on Friday. And so our Skycast clearly picking up on these popcorn showers here and there. Well, again, it's not raining popcorn, but pop-up showers, otherwise popcorn showers across the region. Then this evening, still a few pop-up showers here and there, but we do eventually dry out for maybe an hour or so before steadier rain arrives between 8 and 10 p.m. and it'll linger into the overnight as a frontal boundary moves to the region. Now, following that, a damp start tomorrow, but overall rain chances pretty low. And then we could see a few pop-up showers fire up once more, primarily south and east of Utica. And then the system itself will continue to shift more and more east and south. It will actually dry out just in time for the end of Thursday. And actually a sneak peek of Wednesday, I should say. Sneak peek heading into Thursday, though. Sunshine moves in and a pretty dry afternoon with temperatures peaking into the upper 60s. And so for today, high 68 degrees, a spotty afternoon shower. By tonight, a low of 54 with lingering rain. In your 7-day forecast, following tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, not too bad. Upper 60s, low 70s, great end of the work week for the final few days of May as well. Believe it or not, June is around the corner on Saturday. And so far, not a bad start to the month. 75 and sunny. And fingers crossed, there's rain chances Sunday and Monday, but it looks to hold off, at least for the second half of the weekend. And hopefully, we get completely dry weather for both days.
Yeah, that would be outstanding. And like we said, we're still in spring. Summer officially 3 weeks away, so mid-70s is nothing to sneeze at.
We'll take it.
That wasn't an allergy joke either. But it would be, yeah. So we'll take it, no doubt. All right, thanks a lot, Eric. Well, now to the latest in the
News with Kristen Copeland.
A slight cool down in temperatures. We have rain today, rain tomorrow. We're going to start tonight in the Weather Center, and Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis tracking what's to come.
A very changeable day today. Seeing showers, seeing sunshine, going back and forth, back and forth. We'll see a little bit more of this as we head into tomorrow. If you're heading out, going for a run this evening, temperatures will be in the upper 60s. We'll see more of the same. A few passing showers are expected across the area, and that wind from the west-northwest between about 6 to 12 miles an hour will continue. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At the moment, most of the shower activity is along and south of the New York State Thruway. We've had a few rumbles of thunder in Schoharie County. Again, we could see a few pop-up showers this evening. Live look outside, temperature of 68 degrees. Going forward, I think the weather's going to slowly improve. We still have the chance for some showers tonight and into early tomorrow, but the weather in general will improve. It will dry out and it will start to warm up, especially as we head into the end of the week. Some showers around this evening, temperatures in the upper 60s. Again, tracking some warmer weather ahead. Look at the forecasts coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Closing arguments today in former President Trump's hush money.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking a few scattered showers that continue across central New York. Let's take a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking, again, just a few scattered showers. The bulk of the activity is across southern Oneida County, extending into the Mohawk Valley. And again, these showers are very wide, very scattered in nature. They don't last for very long. In fact, most of them are 5 minutes or less. There's some rumbles of thunder out near in Schoharie County, south of Middleburg. Those are moving away from us. We are keeping an eye to the north. This area of rain is going to weaken as we head past sunset. Most of this activity is moving generally from west to east, so the North Country does get more of a steadier rain here towards sunset. But the rest of us, it's just a few hit or miss showers here through this evening, tonight, and into early tomorrow. A live look at downtown Utica, temperature of 68 degrees. Actually, you can see some breaks in the overcast. This is looking towards the east, so there's sunshine mixed in between these showers as well. By the way, this was a scene last night from our TV station. Actually captured a lightning strike actually in the cloud, and there's the television tower too in the picture there. Very active night last night. Looking to use the air conditioner, you probably used it yesterday with the humidity, but with the cool weather today, that looks to stick around for the next couple of days. So I think the air conditioner gets a break, but then you'll probably need it here as we head into early next week as the weather starts to warm up. Need to cut the lawn with the rain that we've been getting. Tomorrow, not the best day to do that, but Thursday and Friday, there'll be a lot more opportunities with sunshine and dry weather ahead. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Temperatures this evening in the 60s. For the most part, a pretty comfortable day. Westernville 69, Deansboro 61. Areas that are getting wetter, cooler. Cooperstown 63 and Oneonta with 63 degrees. Scattered showers look to continue as we head into tonight and tomorrow as low pressure drives our weather, but eventually high pressure rolls in as we head into Thursday, and that looks to set up shop here for the remainder of the week. Tonight, a few passing showers. Overnight lows drop down into the 50s. Tomorrow, we're looking at a few clouds and a few sprinkles in the morning, but I think in general, aside from a few passing showers early in the day, there'll be more breaks of sunshine compared to today. Temperatures are expected to be near 70 for the high. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy skies, cool. We're down into the low 40s. Sunshine is expected on Thursday, a beautiful day with high temperatures near 70. Tonight, passing shower, a low of 54. A few scattered showers here tomorrow, mainly early in the day, a high of 70. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather looks nice as we head into the end of the week. Partly sunny skies Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And you can see that gradual trend towards more summer weather as we head into early next week.
More sunshine on the 7-day, too.
Yes.
All right, Bill, thank you. One of the largest public school districts in the Dallas, 1 million customers are without power after another wave of savage storms hit that region. Laura Aguirre reports.
Parts of the central U.S. once again in the crosshairs of savage, destructive storms. Torrential rain and powerful winds whipped through the Dallas, Texas area early Tuesday, bringing wind gusts over 80 miles an hour and large hail to some areas. The widespread damage to some homes and businesses on par with that suffered over the past weekend from deadly tornadoes across that same region.
I have never prayed so hard in my whole life.
Texas was among the hardest hit with several fatalities and many survivors still reeling from other difficult losses.
We've lost cows, we've lost pigs, we lost one of our dogs. My husband's lost his horse.
Tuesday's new wave of storms also striking on primary election day in Texas, leaving more than a third of one county's polling places in the dark.
I signed a declaration of disaster as we have hundreds of thousands of customers without power.
More than 750,000 customers as tracked by PowerOutage.us, about half of those in Dallas County.
This, unfortunately, will be a multi-day power outage situation.
Critical infrastructure like hospitals and emergency response services will be prioritized for service before residential homes. The severe weather threat continues for Texas and parts of Oklahoma and Louisiana into the evening hours. Another 9 million people face a similar risk in the High Plains Wednesday, from northern Colorado up into North Dakota. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
A two-time NBA champ and thanks for joining us. The Biden administration is responding today to an Israeli airstrike this weekend that killed more than 40 people at a Rafah tent camp where Palestinian families were sheltering. Israel says the strike killed 2 Hamas leaders, promising an investigation into the civilian deaths. Alice Barr has the latest from Washington.
Israeli tanks pushing into
Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
So we're taking a look at rainfall totals over the past 2 days. We had some really high numbers to the north, and this is not a typo. More than 4 inches of rain has fallen in Woodgate since yesterday. This is measured by New York State Mesonet. Old Forge picking up just under 3 inches of rain. The numbers go down, but most of us have had quite a soaker here over the past 2 days, with a lot of that falling yesterday. But even today, we had some of those downpours take place in parts of the area. And we're still seeing a few scattered showers this evening. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This rain is going to continue as we head into tonight as well as tomorrow. But again, like today, it will be scattered in nature and it won't last all day. Keep that in mind if you're heading out the door to take the dog out for a walk this evening. Temperatures will be in the 60s. Pretty comfortable out there. Malika from Canajoharie is tonight's featured dog. And if you want to be part of this, head to Skycast WKTV on Facebook. This is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. We've got some warmer weather ahead. A look at your forecast is coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Legendary NBA star.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Unsettled weather today as low pressure is parked over our area. It's going to continue to bring us a few scattered showers. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And for the most part, these showers are relatively short-lived and are generally widespread. We are keeping an eye on a few of them, especially this one to the west. This is out towards Syracuse. Some lightning strikes detected south of Auburn, and that's really the biggest concern this evening, is that we could get a few rumbles of thunder. However, we're not really seeing a lot of that. In fact, the majority of this is just falling as some scattered showers. We'll continue to see that as we head into this evening. Past sunset, the activity is expected to wane. This is being generated by the heating of the sun. And after sunset, a lot of this activity will diminish, and we'll see a little bit more of this tomorrow, especially in the late morning to early afternoon. Again, it looks ominous outside. It's been that kind of a day where showers pass by and the sun comes out. This is a live look at our CAV Tower Cam. Again, at the moment, kind of looking ominous. By the way, if you are out and about over the next couple of days, especially if you're walking near a body of water, be on the lookout for these. This is a snapping turtle. I actually saw several of these today on the Canal Trail. And they're pretty active this time of the year. Just be careful, they bite. But again, it is a pretty neat sight. Winds will be picking up over the next couple of days. It's going to be breezy, especially during the afternoons, as cooler air will be in our area. The weather, though, will promote sunshine and warmer temperatures and less wind as we head towards the weekend. Our Skywatchers checking in, temperatures in the 60s. Bob and Clinton, 65 degrees. Helen and Cassville, 61. Barneveld, 64. Norway, 67 degrees. Jeff and Mohawk, 65. Skideva, 64. And Mark and Milford with 64 degrees. Again, a cool day, all thanks to low pressure settling into the north. This weather system will be around tomorrow before it heads to the east, and then our weather will improve. A few lingering showers tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the low 50s. Tomorrow, some scattered showers are expected, especially in the late morning to early afternoon. Temperatures will be near 70 for the high. Heading into tomorrow night, skies clear out, and it looks to be on the chilly side with overnight lows in the low 40s. Thursday looks beautiful, though. We're expecting sunshine, temperatures to top out near 70. Passing shower tonight, low 54. Tomorrow, more scattered showers in the afternoon. I think it'll be a little bit less wet compared to today, and slightly warmer with a high of 70. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather looks pretty nice going forward. A dry stretch of weather expected heading into the end of the week and into the weekend. Temperatures gradually warm up, and that trend continues. We'll be in the low 80s as we look ahead to early next week. We'll be right back.
Tonight,
Those stories in just a minute. We begin tonight in the Weather Center, where Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis is tracking on and off rain.
Yeah, skies look pretty ominous at times. We're tracking scattered showers across the area. There's a very low chance that we could see a rumble of thunder with this evening. At the moment, things are looking relatively quiet. Again, some scattered showers across the Mohawk Valley. These are hit and miss, and it's been a very changeable day. Heading into tonight, these showers are expected to weaken. They're being fueled by the heating of the sun. Live look in downtown Utica, 67 degrees. Again, ominous skies at the time being, but again, just a few scattered showers around. Tonight, those showers linger around. We'll see more showers tomorrow before the weather starts to dry out. And looking ahead, we're getting into a very dry and much warmer weather pattern as we head into the weekend, as well as early next week, with a lot of sunshine ahead too. Some scattered showers around this evening, temperatures in the 60s on the cooler side. Again, tracking some warmer weather ahead. Look at the forecast coming out. Kristen, back to you.
State police are searching for the person who castrated.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're continuing to track some scattered showers across central New York this evening as we take a look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. There's not a lot of activity happening at the moment, but I am keeping an eye on what's happening just south of Syracuse, because this activity is moving generally from west to east, although it's more like west-northwest to east-southeast. So there's a little bit of a southern move to that too. And I think this is going to generally pass either very close to or just south of the Mohawk Valley. My primary concern tonight is not only a few downpours, but you can also see a few random lightning strikes with this. I think as we get closer to sunset, there'll be less energy in the atmosphere to produce thunderstorms, but it's not a zero chance of happening tonight. So just keep that in mind if you are heading out. Even though skies look ominous over in downtown Utica, the bark is worse than the bite. Really just a few scattered showers at the time being. It's a cool day too, with temperatures in the 60s. Contrast this to what happened over the weekend. This was taken on Sunday. Beautiful shot here. This is Van Hornsville by Tom Stock. We've had a variety of weather here over the past couple of days. And as we move forward, we are going to be heading back towards summer. Cool temperatures over the next couple of days. You don't need the air conditioner, but looking ahead, we do have some warmer weather as we head into the weekend. With this rain falling, if you need to cut the lawn, the best days to do that would be Thursday and Friday. We'll get a chance to dry out. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. A cool day. Our sky watchers or neighbors checking in with the temperature. Whitesboro 65 degrees, Micah to Hartford with 65, Jeff and Mohawk also 65 degrees, Worcester 63, as well as Westford. Scattered showers continue as low pressure settles in from the north. This will be our weather for tomorrow before it heads to the east, and then we should see some improvements. Drier weather, sunshine, and warmer conditions expected later this week. Tonight, a few scattered showers overnight. Lows drop down into the 50s. We start out tomorrow morning with mainly cloudy skies. A few pop-up showers are expected again as we get into tomorrow afternoon, although I do think we'll see less of them overall compared to what we saw today. Heading into tomorrow night, it's on the cool side. We drop down into the 40s. Sunshine is expected on Thursday, a very pleasant day with temperatures near 70. Passing shower tonight, low of 54. A few scattered showers again tomorrow, a high temperature of 70. Stern Tracker 2 7-day forecast, a gradual warming trend expected over the next several days, and we get into a quiet, dry, and generally sunny weather pattern, which should carry us into the weekend as well as early next week. Temperatures in the 80s by Monday and Tuesday.
Good deal, Bill. Thank you. Still to come here on News Channel 2 at 6.
With Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. I trust you had a nice weekend. Hey, there were some great rainbows out the last several days.
Yeah,
Here's one of them.
Captured one of our viewers, Kelly, captured this. This was over in Marcy. Beautiful shot there. Ended up being a pretty nice day. We had to dodge some showers, but it was not a washout. And we'll see a day similar to that tomorrow. As we take a look at the current temperature, 58 degrees. It's cooling off. We'll drop down into the low 50s tonight. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Still some lingering showers around, moving in from the northwest this evening. and those will linger around as we head into the first part of tonight. There will be more rain showers around as we head into tomorrow, but the weather does dry out and warm up. In fact, it's going to feel more like summer again as we look ahead. I've got to look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A 38-year-old man from Cassville is dead after.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Welcome back. We are taking a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Scattered showers continue across central New York. They are weakening after sunset. A lot of these the showers have been driven by the heating of the sun. But nevertheless, a few sprinkles will continue here throughout tonight, as well as early tomorrow as low pressure sits to our north. Live look in downtown Utica, cloudy 57 degrees. The clouds will keep temperatures from falling too much tonight. I think we'll make it into the low to mid 50s for most areas. The snapping turtles are out. They are very active, and I believe they're laying their eggs this time of the year. So if you're out on a trail by the water, you might see a few of them out and about. I actually saw 3 of them on a run today along the Erie Canal Trail. Just be careful because they do bite. Looking at the winds over the next couple of days, breezy conditions will continue, especially in the afternoon time. The winds are not going to be strong, but they will be noticeable over the next couple of days. The air conditioner has been getting a break today for sure. That'll be the case tomorrow and Thursday, but you might need it again by the weekend as temperatures begin to warm up. We're looking at highs close to 80 degrees beginning Monday. Does this rain mean you have to cut the lawn? If you are looking to get that lawn cut, I think your better days will be Thursday and Friday as opposed to tomorrow. We're still tracking some showers around. Our MoCast, by the way, is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Low pressure to the north continues to bring scattered showers to our area tonight as well as tomorrow. Eventually, this weather system will head to the east and our weather will improve. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, a few passing showers. Overnight lows drop down into the low 50s. Tomorrow, we'll start out with cloudy skies. There will be a couple of showers around in the afternoon. I think there'll be less activity tomorrow compared to what we saw today. Temperatures will be near 70 for the high. Clearing out tomorrow night, chilly. Overnight lows drop down into the 40s. Thursday features sunshine and dry weather, warmer temperatures too, with highs in the low 70s. A passing shower tonight, low 54. Tomorrow, a lovely day, aside from a passing shower. I think it'll be a pretty decent day to be outdoors. High temperature of 70. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast will gradually warm up as we head into the end of the week and the weekend. Temperatures will climb into the mid to upper 70s as we look ahead to Saturday and Sunday, and then warmer weather by Monday and Tuesday. The Rangers just score.
I think they did. It's tied at 2 now.
Okay, I heard somebody screaming in the newsroom.
Yeah, it couldn't have been Spencer. Thanks, Bill. Coming up next, Crime and Scram. First look at the forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Gorgeous rainbow out there. Up and down with the rain, but looking ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Things look awesome.
Things are looking great. Nice to see scenes like this taken by Kelly in Marcy. Several of you have spotted rainbows this evening, and we do appreciate the photos that you share. You can find more photos that viewers share with us on our Facebook page. You can search for WKTV Weather, or my page, just search for Bill Curtis. Temperature-wise, we're sitting at 58 degrees. It is cooling off. With clouds in place, temperatures don't fall too quickly here as we head into tonight. We're still tracking a few lingering showers in our area. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The rain will continue, or at least the showers will continue tonight. They will eventually come to an end late tomorrow. Yes, we are going to be tracking more showers tomorrow, but looking ahead, it is looking a lot warmer and drier with plenty of sunshine. We're going to look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A 38-year-old man from Cassville is dead.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're tracking a few scattered showers tonight. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The activity is relatively light, and these showers have diminished after sunset as expected. They're driven by the heat of the sun, so things will be relatively quiet tonight aside from a brief sprinkle. And then we are expecting more showers to develop as we head into tomorrow. I think the overall coverage of these showers will be less than what we dealt with today. Live look in Utica, temperature of 57 degrees, generally overcast skies. That will be the name of the game tomorrow as well. Wanted to point out that the wildlife is active. Snapping turtles are coming out. This was the scene today along the canal trail. I saw 3 of them on a short run that I did today. And from what I gather, they're actually laying their eggs this time of the year. So you might see these. Just a reminder, if they do bite, best to leave them alone. But again, they will be out here over the next couple of weeks. Breezy conditions will be in our forecast here for the foreseeable future. The winds won't be as strong as yesterday, but you will notice an afternoon breeze just about every day throughout most of this week. The air conditioner hopefully got a break today. Looks like that'll be the case tomorrow and Thursday, but it does start to warm up. It's going to feel a little bit more like summer here as we head into next week, and I think you'll want to use the air conditioner again. If you need to cut the lawn with all the rain that we've been getting, tomorrow is not the best day for that. Looking at some showers throughout the day, but Thursday and Friday should be nice days. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Our weather is being driven by an area of low pressure to the north. This will slowly push to the east, so it does influence our weather tomorrow, but it'll start to lose its grip in our area as we head into Thursday. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast today. Again, a passing shower. Overnight lows drop down into the 50s. Tomorrow, a few scattered showers are expected to develop in the afternoon. Temperatures will be close to 70. Skies clear out tomorrow night. That sets the stage for a chilly night with a lot of places falling into the 40s. Plenty of sunshine is expected on Thursday, though. High temperatures will be near 70. Tonight, a passing shower, low temperature of 54. Tomorrow, showers develop in the afternoon, some breaks of sunshine, a high temperature of 70. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather looks really nice beginning Thursday. We're expecting partly sunny skies, temperatures in the 70s through Sunday here. Sunday will be close to 80. The weather does warm up into the low 80s as we look ahead to Monday and Tuesday. We'll be right back.